I broke protocols in Philippines. Did everything my younger self has been planning to do. I did it. And I am so happy I did because it has made me the woman I am today. Joy did not go to Philippines and hide herself in a room. Joy went to Philippines and she started showing off her talent. Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Igoche Joy. If this is your first time here, thank you for coming. So guys, in today's video, this is a highly requested video because I'm going to be talking about how I was able to maintain purpose in a foreign land, and this I'm going to be using Philippines as an example because that's the only country I've been to. So I'm going to be making a video explaining to you guys how I was able to maintain my purpose even in a foreign land. So a lot of you guys ask me questions like, how were you able to do it in Philippines? Like, a lot of you just look at me and be like, oh, maybe she's God's precious child or she's the most loved on earth. That's why she got the most outstanding student in Philippines. She started a feeding program in Philippines. She got her job in Philippines. Questions like that. And so in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how I was able to maintain purpose even in a foreign land. So if you are interested in this video, please watch till the end. For you to be able to maintain purpose, you need to have it at the back of your palm that this is what you are aiming at. So the very first thing I was able to do to maintain my purpose was to always put God first. Guys, when I'm talking about putting God first, God is the number one ultimate reason why we are on earth. So whatever I was doing in Philippines, God was always there to guide me, to protect me, and to voice out his opinion to me. So guys, why I said you should put God first is because you cannot go to a foreign land and excel without having God. So now, these are the areas I'm going to be talking about. You talk to God about guidance so that he will be able to guide you in whatever you're doing, your day-to-day steps. He'll be able to guide you because in a strange land, the only best friend you can have is God, which is going to take me to another point, that pray for the right friendship, because if you want to maintain your purpose, you also need to have a very good company of friends that are going to, guide you to the right place. Some friends are in your life just to destroy you. Most people end up in that situation because once they get to a country, they just want to have friends, and once you have that friend, the friend will start teaching you bad things, or maybe just convincing you to join some kind of bad things that you're not meant to join. So always put God first. When you put God first, you're going to remember that, okay, God is your reason. God is your why. God is when I said why, God is the reason why you are in that country. God is the reason why you should be doing what you should do. God is the reason for everything. So how I maintain purpose, the very first thing, I put God first before any other thing. The second way I was able to maintain purpose was to remember my home training. Guys, there's nothing like remembering your home training. If you go to a foreign land, especially a country like Philippines, where you will be forced to fight with people, quarrel people, to just be aggressive to people. Remember your home training. Remember why you are in Philippines. I tell people, the way my mom trained me will not let me do some kind of things. Even though she's not around, I always think she is there with me. I always think my family are there and they are watching me to see if I'm going to misbehave or not. So guys, I was able to maintain my purpose just by remembering my home training. I always tell myself that if I can't do this at home, then I would not do it in Philippines. If I can't smoke when my mom is watching, I am not going to smoke in Philippines. If I can't take shisha when my mom is watching, I'm not going to take shisha in Philippines. If I can't join cult when my mom is watching, I can't join it in Philippines. So when you are maintaining your purpose, you remember the training that your parents has given you. I used to tell myself something again. When you are young, your parents will train you, and when you grow old, you train yourself. So you train yourself to become who you are. You train yourself to maintain that purpose. You train yourself just to be somebody in life, and you train yourself, to have an ordained purpose on earth. So when you're in a foreign land, just learn to remember your home training, and it will take you a very long way. It will make you to maintain your dignity. It will make you to maintain your respect. People will just look at you and be like, oh, this girl has a very good character, and it's only going to be wise if we just respect her for who she is. That's because the home training your mom or your father has given you, you are introducing it to wherever you are going to, and it's a very good thing for every child to do. So that's another way I was able to maintain my purpose in terms of my character, in terms of my behavior and everything concerning my attitude. Another way I was able to maintain purpose in a foreign land was to know my why. WHY. I'm using Philippines because Philippines is where I grew up. Let me just say I grew up in Philippines. I did my bachelor's degree in Philippines, so I'm going to use Philippines. So guys, know your why. I'm going to use this as an example. So I was going into a pageant in Philippines, and I was asking myself that, Joy, why are you going into this pageant? Why? What is your reason? Why do you want to go into a pageant in a country that is not even yours? And then it got to me, I'm like, I want to promote beauty in diversity. Now, let me tell you, I am the lady who wants people to know that you can be black and still be beautiful. I am the lady who wants people to know that your height or your size doesn't make you who you are. I am the lady who wants people to know that because my face is black doesn't mean my heart is black. I am the lady who wants people to know that mixing up with other country is not a crime, is not a sin. I am the lady who wants to break down racism. I don't want racism to exist anymore, if God's willing. I don't want it to exist anymore because it gives low self-esteem. So I told myself that I am joining this pageant to introduce and to promote beauty in diversity in order to increase self-esteem. And when you love yourself, your self-esteem goes to the highest. So always know your why. Okay, learn to ask yourself questions like, okay, why are you doing this? I'm going to be using my name, Joy. Why are you doing this? Joy, why are you going there with this person? Joy, why are you going to visit him? Joy, do you really need this at this moment? Joy, why are you spending so much? Joy, why are you doing this? If you learn how to ask yourself why, you'll be able to cut down some things that you were meant to do. And it has helped me maintain my purpose because I now know my reason for doing anything I want to do. And because I have God, because I remember my home training, and because I know why I want to do this, it has helped me so much as a young girl growing up in Philippines. So if you are anywhere in the world, I'm giving you these steps so that you'll be able to know how to maintain your purpose anywhere you go to around the world. Another way I was able to maintain purpose was I imagined myself in years to come. Guys, do you guys have this fear of the unknown, fear of what you will become in years to come? So I always imagine myself, okay, Joy, in the next 10 years, what do you think you want to become? I started telling myself, I want to become one of the greatest accountants in Nigeria. I want to have my PhD degree. I want to have my master's degree. I want to go far with my modeling career. I want to not just become an accountant, but someone that's going to reduce scarcity of naira in my country. When you start saying those kind of things to yourself, you are going to, grab the point of, okay, if I want to be this kind of woman, I don't need to, misbehave. I will know my purpose, why I am in that country, and I'm going to act accordingly. Sometimes I tell myself that I want to be a very, very exceptional woman, which brought the name President's Wife. I don't want to be the president because what a man can do, a woman can do better. I don't want to struggle with a man. See, even the president asks his wife for some things. You guys think the president of your country don't talk to his wife before he says some things on air? You guys think so? A lady is someone that's going to tap a man at his back and be like, come on, what you're doing is not right. So I want to be that woman. I'm not putting my purpose on a man right now, okay? So when I call myself President's Wife, it's because I've seen who I'm going to be in life. I have seen the kind of woman God has ordained me to be. So that was how I was able to maintain my purpose. I imagined myself. And Joy, if you want to be this kind of person in so years to come, you need to behave responsible. You need to, go ahead and, just break boundaries. I used to tell myself something, say, I scattered Philippines. Yes. I scattered Philippines, and I'm so glad it happened, because how can a little girl just go to the country, most outstanding student? I got so many awards from my school. I got, so many achievements, modeling. I got a job. I scattered. I broke protocols in Philippines. I scattered Philippines. I did everything my younger self has been planning to do. I did it. And I am so happy I did, because it has made me the woman I am today. So the fifth point I'm going to be talking about is mix with the community you are in. So how are you going to mix with the community you are in? So lots of people, some people will be like, if you go to a foreign land, don't mix with maybe if you're in UK, don't mix with people and don't mix with the citizens. You don't know who is who, you don't know if people are going to be bad, blah blah blah. And I just want to talk about that. So when I got to Philippines, that fear of don't mix with the Filipinos and the rest, it was there. But for you to be able to excel in a foreign land, you need to know someone who is already a citizen of that land. You guys listen to me. For you to be able to excel, you need to have friends from someone who is a citizen of that particular country. So guys, I was able to excel because I don't just make Nigerian friends. I always mix up with the Filipinos. So if I want something and I don't know how to go about it, I ask the Filipino. So now I wanted to join a modeling agency and I didn't know anything concerning modeling. So I asked the Filipino, I was like, oh, hi, how were you able to join this place? And the Filipino were like, okay, don't worry, I'm going to talk to my director for you. And voila, I've entered the modeling agency. Just try to mix up. Not just in Philippines, any country you're in, try to mix up, try to get ideas from those people. Just try to leave your comfort zone and make friends. And when you're making that friend, make sure you don't make the wrong choice. That's why I always start from God. Put God as your number one. God will never fail you. He will not lead you astray. Yeah, so I was able to mix up with the Filipinos, and that's how I became who I am today. So another point I'm going to talk about how I was able to maintain my purpose and become the woman I am. I give back to the society. So when I was in Nigeria, I always go to a primary school in front of my house. I will go to the playgroup. I buy them sweets. I buy them biscuits because as at then, the income I had was only for those small kids, just to make them happy. And as I was leaving the country, they were so happy. I remember a small boy that I told him I was leaving. His name is Lamuel. He dragged my trousers, and till date, I am still looking for Lamuel because I'm sure he's going to be a big boy right now. Yeah. So when I got to Philippines, that character, I never stopped it. That act of giving, I never stopped it. I went to Philippines, and in 2018, I joined Fit Philippines, and I always go for the program of giving and stuff like that. Then 2019, I started my own program where I just give to the orphans, to the less privileged. I always go there. They call me auntie, they call me ate, they call me mom, they call me mommy, they call me lots of names. I am so happy that I did not leave that act of service in Nigeria. I also introduced it in Philippines. And then someone saw me, and the person was like, this is what I like. So what's your name? I'm like, my name is Joy. Like, okay, because of what you are doing, please, you are contributing to you are contributing to my country. Can we give you the award of an outstanding student? I was like, oh my God, wow. And that was how it came and that was how my award came to reality, and I got the award. I'm not just gonna be talking, I'm gonna be inserting pictures so you guys can see. So another way I was able to maintain purpose is the fact that I always turn my pain to purpose. See guys, when I talk about turning pain to purpose, it's not because I have everything settled already in my life. It's not because I know my next step. It's just because once I do something and I fail gracefully, I always turn that pain into purpose. I try to do more so that I'll be able to learn and just learn from my lessons. So this is how I turn my pain to purpose. In 2018, I did not win a pageant, and I did not win any title. And then I told myself that this pain of me not winning a title, I am going to go for another pageant, and I'm going to make sure I double my modeling skills, I double the way I answer questions, and I double the way I work. So I went to another pageant which is extremely above the previous one I did, and I got a title. Another instance I'm going to be giving you guys is the fact that I was looking for a job, and I went for a call center job, and they rejected me. I cried because it's not easy to book Grab going all the way to EDSA, and then back to your house, always going for different interviews. So the pain of losing my job, the pain of not getting a job made me, to just chill a little bit, to learn more in school. And as soon as I graduated, I applied for another job and I got it. So that pain of me not getting a job previously, added to who I was, and I was able to apply for another job. That's how I turned my pain to purpose. So it doesn't matter if I was rejected in the past, but all I know is that I have a purpose in the future, and I turned that past pain to purpose. And a lot of you should learn how to do that, because it's not every time they tell you no and you just start crying and then you go to your bed and you lie down, you give up. Sometimes if they tell you no, you hit your chest and say this no is actually a yes in future. And when you go outside the next time, please learn to do better. Turn it into purpose and dance and dance and dance when you get the next result. So another thing I'm going to be talking about is explore your passion, guys. When I say explore your passion, I mean enjoy your talent. You see that talent God gave you? You are going to enjoy it once you leave your comfort zone. So guys, when I got to Philippines, I know I have so many talents. You know, my mom used to be like, this girl, you are very talented though. And I really like it for the fact that I try to use my talent, you know, as a means of income in a foreign land. So I know how to play the violin. When I got to Philippines, I started playing violin. Yeah, I played violin for Christmas carols and the rest. I know how to dance. I helped my school. I danced for Kuleyawan Festival and I got the first position. If you guys can see, I spoke about the dance and I uploaded a video about it also. So I'm going to put it in my description box. So check there and you're going to see it. So another talent I have is the fact that I enjoy modeling. I know how to walk, I know how to pose, I know how to talk in public. So I started doing modeling and I got huge amount of money from modeling. So another talent I have is the talent of accounting. It's not a talent, it's a career. But I turned mine to a talent because sometimes you don't just need only your career. You need to add your talent to your career to become a very outstanding person. So all these talents joined together made me the woman I am today and the woman I was in Philippines. So if you are trying to ask how Joy was able to do it, explore your talent, enjoy your talent. Joy did not go to Philippines and hide herself in the room. Joy went to Philippines and she started showing off her talent. She started making people know. You get to see me. When you ask me what's your name, I'll be like, my name is Joy. I can dance, I model, as just from 100 level, I started telling people that. And that was how my professor was able to know that I was a model in Nigeria. And he introduced me to modeling in Philippines. And today, I am that lady. So another thing I'm going to be talking about is that take time for self-care. And when I'm talking about self-care, it means always take time to pamper yourself, guys. See, if you are in a country, a foreign land, and you are too exhausted, you've worked so much, you've done a lot of things. Every day you wake up 6 a.m., you go to class. You come back, you wake up again, go to class, and it's like that. You don't even find time to eat. As a matter of fact, you don't even know anywhere around the country you're in. So as for me, I take my time to enjoy. From school, I know if I go home, I'll be so tired. So sometimes I just take myself to Kenny Rogers. I eat so much. Sometimes I take myself to Mall of Asia. I go to the playground and I just have some good time. Sometimes I just take myself to visit friends. Sometimes I just stay in my house, take a very, very hot coffee in a very cold weather and sleep. Or sometimes I play games, or sometimes I just meditate, or sometimes I just go on YouTube and learn new things. So I always take my time, guys, to take care of myself. And I think it has also made me to maintain purpose, because my purpose in life is so much. And for me to be able to focus, I need to take care of myself first before I do any other thing in life. So guys, whatever you do in life, just make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you pamper yourself gracefully and don't be sorry about it. Always do it with so much love and care. The last thing I'm going to be talking about is practice self-acceptance. See guys, there's one saying that my headgear in school used to say, Joy Uba, is the way you stand that the photographer will snap you. I want to be explaining that. You know, when she used to say it, I used to be like, what's she saying? But growing up, I realized that the way you stand is the way the photographer will snap you. If you stand like this, photographer will snap you like this. If you stand like this, photographer will snap you like that. And now put it in your daily life. It's the way you take yourself that people will take you. Sometimes just go to your mirror and be like, Joy, you are beautiful. You are the woman of my dream. You are going to make a very amazing mother. You are going to become one of the greatest women Nigeria has ever seen. You are going to go outside the country and do exploit. You are going to bring people closer to God. You're going to bring souls to God. Just say things about yourself and don't forget to accept who you are. Because let me tell you something. This is a secret. People just need to adjust to your own timeline. You get me? People need to adjust to who you are. They need to adjust to your own growth. They need to adjust to your timeline. Anyone that is coming into your life should adjust to your timeline. Learn to tell people, no, I don't want to do that. This is what I want to do. Learn to tell people no. Learn to tell people, no, it's not comfortable for me. Learn to tell people you cannot afford it. Learn to tell people, no, your savings is not for this right now. Learn to make people adjust to your own timeline. Don't always adjust to the timeline of others. Accept yourself and love yourself more. So guys, this is how I was able to maintain my purpose in Philippines and any country I'm going to be going to. See, the world is so difficult, guys, and for you to become that woman you've always dreamt of, you need to just have these steps. You need to know God. You need to love yourself. You need to mix up. You need to give to the society. You need to accept yourself for who you are. You need to just do exploits for you to be able to become that woman. When we're all younger, we imagine ourselves to be this kind of person. And then when you are going ahead, you need to make that dream a reality. Because I always tell myself that it will hurt me a lot if I wake up in the morning and realize that my dreams are not valid. That's why I was able to, even in Philippines, I was able to still work on my dream. So let me tell you, there's no limitation to what me, Igoche Joy, can do in life. There's no limitation to where I can go in life. There's no limitation. Nothing can stop my shine. God has given us a light. It's now your responsibility to make that light to shine. And as for me, I've made my light to shine. And that's why you keep wondering, how did you do it? I've not gotten everything figured out, but all I know is what I'm telling you guys right now. In case you go to a strange land, always learn to maintain your purpose. Always learn to show your talent. See, that talent you have, it can take you somewhere in life. I hope I've explained a little thing for you guys to, learn from. I am not perfect. I am still learning every day. You can agree what I've said and you can disagree. It's part of life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all and bye.